All right, everyone, welcome on in. My name is Coach Christian, and bringing you another Coach Care Connect daily virtual workout. I got Coach Heather with me today, and we're going to be taking you through some awesome work today. And we got some heavy weights that we're going to do, some interesting stuff, a lot of lower body mixed in with a little bit of upper body as well to get a really full body workout today. So we're going to start by getting warmed up here. We're going to start with a Spider-Man with rotation, and I'll tell you more about our circuit today as we get warmed up. So Heather's going to be my model today. She's going to drop it down to our high plank position to start. From here, she's going to hop 1 foot outside of her hand, keeping her hips nice and low. We're going to then open our chest up, follow the hand with the eyes, and get that good core rotation. We're going to knock out 5 on this side, and then we'll switch over to the other side to even out your sides. So boom, following with the eyes, opening the shoulders, keeping the hips low. After you hit your 5, you walk it back, switch the legs, and we are right back into it. Good. Now notice she's got that back leg long. It's not completely locked out, but we're looking to keep it long to get that stretch in the lower body. When you get your 5 on that second side, what I want you to do is roll it over onto your back. We're going to be on there for a glute bridge next. Take a second and finish up if you need. But perfect. Now, for the glute bridge, what we're going to do, slide those heels in nice and tight to the glutes. We're going to lift the hips up by driving through those heels. We're going to knock out 10 total reps of this one. So drive up, think about squeezing your glutes actively, and then control on your way down. Again, 10 total reps. Take some time and get some good glute work here. So our circuit today, it's going to be a 35 format, so 35 seconds of work, 35 seconds of rest. We're going to have 6 moves in our circuit, and we're going to go through that 3 times. When you are done with your glute bridge, we're going to actually be in our quad position, so we're going to drop it down to the hands and knees. So if you're laying on your back, you can roll it over again. Next one is going to be our quad Superman. So this one, we're going to start by taking opposite hand, opposite leg, and we're going to extend. Now, notice Heather keeps her balance by driving her knee and her palm into the ground there, and she's not wiggling all over the place. She's using her core to keep stability. What we're going to do is we're going to knock out 5 on one side and then 5 on the other. Now, as Heather extends, notice that she's got the straight line all the way from her hand down to her heel. That's what we're looking for with a tight core and 5 reps on each side again. Good, so take a second, even if you want to pause a little bit if you when you get into that extended position, but it's 10 total reps. When you're done, you can bring it up to your feet, and we are going to get going with some Z hops. And those are going to get the heart rate elevated a little bit and get you ready for our circuit. So the Z hops, like Heather's doing right here, we're going to hop back and forth, making a Z with your hops, right? So hopping across, like you got that line right in the middle, keep the feet together, and we're going to knock out 20 total hops. So biggest thing, just constant movement. Try to get the heart rate elevated, get your body ready to go for our circuit today. Good. It's really good, Heather. Now, if Z-hops aren't working for you, if we're not jumping today, we can always take it into a calf raise. That works just as well. We're going to bend the knees a little bit, coming up and right back down. 20 of those will also get us warmed up. Perfect. How are we feeling? Good to go. I love it. So let's get into our circuit now. I'm going to get everything demoed, and then we'll get ready to go. First move that we are going to use today is a brace squat. So depending on what weights you have, we're going to use some dumbbells mixed in with a little bit of kettlebells today. But the brace squat, what we're going to do is it's going to be like a goblet squat to start. You're going to keep your weight tight to your chest, get in your good squat position, feet are under the shoulders. Start the movement by pushing the hips back. When you get to the bottom, that's where the brace comes in. So we're going to extend, hold for a second, bring it back in, and then stand up. So separate the movements. Don't start standing while you're extended, because that's not what we're looking for. Heather's got a nice proud chest there. It's not bringing her forward as she's extending, because she's using her core to keep that chest nice and tall there. So that's going to be our first move, 35 seconds of work there, and then you'll have 35 seconds to rest. Move number 2, bent over wide row. Let's talk about our bent over position before we start. Again, it's going to be like our deadlift, so soft bend in the knees. We're hinging with a nice flat back. You got a little bit of tension in the hamstrings. Boom, and then the wide row. It's going to be a 90-degree angle in our armpit. So think about going straight out to the side. So you can see Heather's got a straight line from elbow to elbow as she's in that bent over position. So that's what we're looking for. Don't keep the elbows in tight this time. Nice and wide. Perfect. After that, alternating goblet reverse lunge. Goblet position, tight to the chest. Don't let that thing sway. Don't let it fall. Reverse lunges, we're looking for 90 and 90 in both knees, so get that good knee bend in the front knee, drive yourself back up to even with each rep. So 35 seconds there. When you're done with that one, we're gonna drop it down into the plank position. It's gonna be an alternating plank hip tap. So high plank, hands are under the shoulders there, perfect right in a straight line, and then we're tapping the hips. The goal of this one is to not let the body sway around. If you start to feel it move a little bit, what we can do is widen out your feet. That'll give you a little bit more of a base, and that'll help your hips be a little bit more stable in that position. Now, a great option for that one is to actually bring it down to the knees. So you can go from the knees there, the hips stay forward, so she's not pushing her hips back. She's still keeping a good tension on her core, and still the same movement with the hip taps there. So perfect. Next one, alternating overhead press. Now, this one is gonna be just like, never mind, it's not gonna be like anything. Elbows in nice and tight. We're gonna be pressing straight up. We're gonna alternate on this one. So one side is working while the other side is resting. You have 35 seconds. Now, one thing that I like to say on this one is tuck your tail between your legs. And I'll explain what that means. So it's like you got a tail, right? As we're doing a lot of these movements, we have a tendency to kind of bend that lower back. If you have a tail and you're tucking it between your legs, you're actually putting your spine in a very neutral position. So Heather's doing a really good job of just standing straight up and not getting that little bit of spine bend as she's trying to press up over her head. So make sure if you're feeling any low back pain, think tuck your tail between your legs. Last move, we're going to finish off with some cardio. It's going to be high knees. We're going to get those bad boys up there. Think about hip height, and it's 35 seconds of work. So boom, it's not going to be easy. It's going to get a little uncomfortable, but this is what's going to get you closer to your goals today. So 35 seconds, make sure we use that. Go hard. We only got 3 rounds of it today. So there is our circuit. Get your weights ready to go, and we will get started in about 20 seconds here, team. Perfect. So we are going to get started again. Grab your weights, get ready to go. I'm going to start the timer as soon as I start that. We got 10 seconds to get ready. Again, we are going to start with the brace squat. So again, just so you can see it one more time, we're going to get deep into the squat. The core stays tight. We brace as we extend, and then we stand up. So here we go. 10 seconds, and we are going to go, team. Clock is starting. Here we go. Let's get some really good work done. 35 seconds of work, 35 seconds of rest. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So perfect. Now, as you squat, like always, we want to start that movement by pushing the hips back. Your weight is in your heels. As you extend forward, that weight is going to want to shift forward a little bit, but you're not going to let it by keeping your core tight. You got to keep the weight in the heels. We extend, we keep everything upright, and then we stand up after we bring it back in. You got 15 seconds here. You're working hard all the way to the end of this round. With that even work to rest ratio today, you got lots of time in between your rounds to think about that next round, get yourself set up and ready to go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So 35 seconds. You got a little bit of time. Grab a drink of water if you need. Do whatever you got to do, but we got our bent over wide row coming next. So think hinge, right? We're going to get into that nice tabletop position. Bring that chest down, and then the wide row, we're coming out to the side. If you only have one weight, that's perfectly fine. Go half on one side, half on the other. I'll even let you know when that halfway point in the round is. We got 12 seconds, and we will get started with round 2 here. Well, exercise 2 of round 1, just so we don't get it confused. But here we go. 4 seconds. Let's do it. Find that bent over position. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. So nice and wide. Again, bring that chest down. It's going to get a little bit uncomfortable some of these times if we're holding this position for 35 seconds, but it's going to strengthen the posterior chain, which is the glutes, the hamstrings, that whole back side of the body. We're getting some work there as well. Now you guys are halfway through the round, just over 15 seconds to go. We're working the back here. Lots of upper body pulling. Really good to balance your body out. Good. Last couple of reps here. You got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Got another 35 seconds. We're going to go into our alternating goblet reverse lunge next. So think about the goblet position. Remember that weight doesn't pull the chest forward. You stay upright. That's going to help you keep that low back and the spine healthy. You got 20 seconds still. So take some time, breathe, and get ready for that next round. All right. Now, as you're lunging, again, we're thinking about the core, always thinking about the core because it's something that really just makes our body move the right ways. So think about the core, keep it tight, squeeze it a little bit. Here we go, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So perfect. Now, notice how Heather is getting nice and low into her lunge. She's getting that good 90-degree bend in the front knee, and the front leg is really what's going to pull you up to even on this one. So as you get into that lunge, the chest is tall. Push through that front leg to help you stand up on that one. Now, you are halfway through the round. We're working hard. Legs are going to start to get tired, but you got a long break, and we're going to get into our plank position next for the hip tap. So you got some time to rest, some time to recover. Let the legs get back under you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, halfway through our first round of the circuit here, team. We are going to go into that plank hip tap next. High plank position. So remember, we're going to tap the hips, if I can tap the right spot on my body. Good. So high plank. Again, you want that nice wide feet stance with your feet there. So if you feel the hips moving around when you lift that hand up to touch the hip, widen out your stance a little bit. Think about keeping it even. Think about no movement in the body. We're staying quiet, right? But here we go. 5 seconds. So find that high plank. Engage the core. 2, 1. Let's go. So perfect. Now, when you lift that hand up, your hip on that side, it wants to open. So kind of push it down a little bit. You can even use your glute on that side a little bit to help keep your body in that straight line. If you get tired throughout the round, you're almost to that halfway point of it, take a second and just hold the high plank position. That is okay. That's a good place where you're not really resting too much. You're still getting some work done, but you're getting ready to get those quality reps when you get there next. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We got 2 more moves here to finish out our first round of the circuit. Next one's going to be our alternating overhead press. So you can bring it back up to the feet. Remember, nice proud chest on this one. We're not letting the spine bend though. So remember to tuck your tail between your legs. That'll help your tailbone and your spine stay neutral. So perfect. 15 seconds here and we will go. Remember to keep the elbows in tight. One comes up, let that dumbbell come all the way down before you start the other side, but we are alternating here. Let's do it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now, notice that neutral grip as well. So the palms stay forward. She's not rotating as she presses up. Everything is nice and tight. Her spine is neutral. Another thing I love to do that you're already doing, Heather, is not locking the knees out as well. Just that soft little bend. It doesn't need to be like a half squat or anything, but just that soft bend will help you on this one. 15 seconds. Now remember, this one gets a little tough towards the end, but we got the high knees coming, and that is the end of our first round of the circuit already. Here we go. Last couple reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So 35 seconds. This one, take all the rest that you need, right? Because we got the high knees coming. It's 35 seconds of hard work, and then you have a minute break after this. So longer breaks. You got some time. Grab a drink of water if you need. As always, you got 20 seconds, and we're going to go. All right. So 10 seconds here. Get ready. Drive those knees up. If we're not jumping or if we're not doing the high knees, squats, speed squats. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So Heather's driving the knees up. You want to try to get them up to about hip height. Or if we're not doing that, we're going to squat it out, right? We're just going to move fast for the next 25 seconds. Earn that 1 minute of rest coming up. I don't want anyone to think, man, that was easy and now I have a full minute to stand here and not work, right? You want to be in that position where it is tiring. 15 seconds, let's work hard for it here. What are your goals? Why are you working so hard today? Think about those. That'll get you to the end. Here we go. 7 seconds. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Round 1 is in the books here. You have 1 minute to rest. Grab a drink. Grab whatever you need to do, hit some light stretching, but take a second, and we will start with round 2. We got 2 more to go, 1 down. I know I'm feeling good, but I'm not doing a lot of the work, so hopefully you guys checking in with yourself, making sure everything is feeling the way it should. Pain is always your body letting you know that something might not be right. And I think you got a nice coach in your local AF that could probably help you out if you are having any pain or any problems with any of these exercises. Go in and see them. They are here to help you. You got 20 seconds here. We're going to start again with that brace squat coming next. So start thinking about that. If you need to adjust weights in between rounds, definitely start thinking about that as well. Get them ready to go. 10 seconds. Round 2. How do you make round 2 just a little bit better than round number 1? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Brace squats. Here we go. Good. Pressing out. Not in a hurry with these either. A lot of times when we get into a position where the extended position is super challenging, a lot of times we tend to hurry through those movements, and we're not in a hurry on this one. So Heather's doing a really good job of keeping that same tempo, not moving too fast. Everything is strong and stable, and that's what we're looking to get with you guys as well. Now, perfect. Last 10 seconds of the round. Here we go. Legs might still be a little bit tired from the high knees, but here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Perfect. Got that one done now. Wide row coming next. Bent over position. So take a second. Again, we're going to get that upper body pulling. The brace squat, really good for the lower body. Now we get to get that upper body work. So let's talk about the bent over position again. This is one that we always want to master. So hinge, right? It's just like your deadlift. So you should have a little bit of tug in the hamstrings. You don't want your knees locked out on this one. You want a little bit of a bend, and you want your back nice and flat. 7 seconds here. Get ready to work. Wide rows. Again, elbows come out nice and wide. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Perfect. So another thing I like to think about in the wide rows, if you're in that good bent over position, think about driving your elbows back and squeezing, pinching your shoulder blades together. So right in the back, pinch those shoulder blades as you come back. It's like you got an egg between your shoulder blades and you're trying to crack it with every single rep today. So perfect. You got 12 seconds to go. The reps are starting to get a little challenging, and that's exactly where they should be. Here we go. Last reps, best reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Really good. Alternating goblet reverse lunge coming next. So good thing about today's workout is we're going to alternate from the upper body to lower body. So we just hit that upper body. It gets to rest now, and we hit our lower body. So goblet position. You got 20 seconds still. Now, again, this is another one. Chest is staying upright. Spine is staying neutral. The reverse lunge is really good. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can go forward lunge. That'll make it a little harder. But it's up to you. This is your workout today. You got to make it your own. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Reverse lunges. There it is. So boom. Doing a really good job keeping that 90-degree bend. You notice at the back, the bottom knee isn't touching the ground. That's what we're looking for. Nice and stable at the bottom. Her feet are almost in a straight line. She's using her core to keep her balance. All looking really good. Halfway through the round. Hopefully you guys are alternating and not just knocking out one half and half, because I'm not saying the halfway point every round. 10 seconds though. There we go. Last couple reps. Finish strong. We got the plank hip taps coming next. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Halfway done with circuit number 2, well, round 2. This is like the halfway point in our workout, technically. Grab a drink of water if you need. High plank position for the hip taps are coming next. All right. Now, you know how this one feels now. So now you can make it a little bit more challenging if you want. Last round, I was telling you to widen out those feet so nothing in the body moves. If you're looking for a challenge this round, bring them in a little bit, but don't let the body move. We're making it a little harder without putting extra pressure on the body. 2, 1, let's go. Good, really good. So this round, you challenge yourself with foot position. Body stays in that nice straight line. Heather does a really good job here of not letting the hips fall and sag as she's tapping the hip. Everything is tight, and she is working here. Little anti-extension, anti-rotation, all that really good core work that we need. Oh, it's getting done right here. 10 seconds now. Again, if you need that break and need to hold the high plank position, absolutely do so. But knock out these last 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, let's finish off round 2 of our circuit with some alternating overhead presses and some high knees. Then you got that nice long 1-minute break coming after that, but overhead presses coming next again. Elbows in tight, we're alternating. If you want to make it harder this round, I'll always give you those challenges, right? We're gonna keep one up the entire time. So one comes up as the other one comes down. There we go. Reciprocating, 10 seconds, and then we will go. Now, if you want to keep them at the bottom, that also works as well. Find what works for you. Let's knock it out. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Now remember, we talked last round about not locking the knees out on this one, letting the body absorb the force a little bit when you come down. So really good. Now I'm going to make it a little bit more challenging for Heather and make sure she can demo the other one, keeping them all the way up, and then bringing one down, right? Perfect, perfect. Good. All right, so 12 seconds to go. Shoulders are starting to feel it a little bit. This is where you get the best work of the round, though. This is where it's challenging. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Perfect. Last exercise of round 2, we are going back to our high knees, and you got 30 seconds to rest. And remember, you got a full minute on the other side before we hit that last round of our circuit as well. So take the time, grab a drink of water if needed, 20 seconds, and we're going high knees. Now remember, if you're not doing the high knees, if those don't work for you, we're going speed squats, right? So whatever you got to do, that is okay. 10 seconds. All right. Feeling good? There we go. There we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. This is your last exercise of round 2 here, team. Let's get the most out of it. Find a nice pace. And then I got a surprise for you guys next round, too. In our last round, we're going to do a little sprint. We'll save that for the last round, though. This round, 20 seconds to go, that consistent pace, we're knocking it out. If you need to switch to the squats, that is okay. Do what you got to do, but move for these next 12 seconds. 12 seconds, 10 to go, come on. Good, think about that long break you got coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 2 rounds down, you got a minute to rest. Take some time, grab a drink, wipe the sweat a little bit if you got it going. But good. All right. So we got one more round of our circuit here, and then we will do a little foam rolling. So if you're looking for something to do in the next 40 seconds, maybe grab your foam roller if you got it sitting around. We'll go through just some light foam rolling where we do some lower body, hit the upper body a little bit as well. But you got 30 seconds, so you're halfway through the rest. Feeling good? Got thumbs up still? I love it. I love it. Now, again, you're the only one that knows how your body is feeling, so adjust accordingly. Even if you got to get rid of the weight for some of this and just do body weight, that is okay. We're still getting the movement done, and you're still getting closer to where you want to be. So brace squats coming up. You got 10 seconds to get started here. So last round, we are making it our best round. That should be your goal for here. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice. All right. So again, we're not hurrying with the brace squats. We're taking our time. We're being stable. We're being strong at the bottom. This is probably one of the only ones today that I'm not going to give you a challenge in the last round. I'm going to challenge you guys a little bit, give you some different options to work through the 35 seconds. But we're halfway through this round. You got about 15 to go. Good. Now, as we get tired, that chest, it does start to come forward. The core, there's a lot of sneaky core work in today's workout. So make sure we're tight still. 3, 2, last rep, 1, and done. You're done with the brace squats for the day. We got 5 more exercises, starting out with our bent over wide row. Now, here's the deal on this one. Here's the challenge that I'm going to give you. So find that good position again. The wide row, we're going to come up just like you've been doing, pinch the shoulder blades together, and then we're going to go 3 seconds down. So we're going to slowly lower, get me those full 3 seconds, maybe even count to 4 because that's usually a little closer to the actual 3 seconds. But slow and controlled, we're going to get a little extra time under tension this time. Ready for this? 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So bang, knock those out, slow, controlled, 2, 3, and then drive them up again. We're still being fast on the way up. You're still driving your elbows back and pinching those shoulder blades together, and then you're controlling the weight down. All we're doing today is fighting gravity a little bit, and we're just going to do it a little bit slower this round. Perfect. Nice and slow. If you need to reset in between your rounds, especially in that bent over position, I always like to stand up, roll my shoulders back, and then get in that good position again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Oof, that little time under tension, that'll get you that round. That little slow down will really challenge you. So goblet reverse lunges next. We're gonna alternate. You got 25 seconds. So take some time, breathe. It's our last round, 4 exercises to go. 4 more, we'll recover, and we will get you out of here to go enjoy the rest of your day. Now, no challenges in the goblet reverse lunge here. We got 35 seconds. Our lower body's feeling it, so your challenge is to do 35 good seconds of reps. Here we go. 5, in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Now, as we get tired, lunging is a really challenging move to keep the core tight. You've heard me say this every single round today with the tall chest, and I'm going to keep beating that horse because it is something that goes a long way with our exercise. We got to keep you in the right positions to keep you healthy, because if you're not healthy, you don't get to work out, and you probably aren't going to get to your goals if you're not working out. Just the way that it is, right? We got to put in the work. 8 seconds, though. Your last couple of reps, go get it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Alternating plank hip taps coming next. We got a core move. We got an upper body pressing, the overhead press, and we got the high knees. And that's it. So we're getting close to the end now, right? Here we go. Plank hip taps, 20 seconds. Again, your challenge this round is to start just slowly inching the feet in, right? If you need to widen them towards the end of the round because we're getting a little tired, I would rather have you do that than have the hips flying all over the place. So be stable, be strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Good. So we are right into that home stretch of our workout now. Again, you can drop it to the knees if you need to on this one as well. There's a lot of core work. The core is definitely tired at this point. So if you got it even halfway through the round, maybe you start up on the toes, you drop it to the knees halfway, that is okay. That is what it's all about. That is making the workout your own so you get a little bit more out of it, because these are more quality reps than you would get trying to struggle through that high plank position. So find what works for you and knock it out. That should be the story of your exercise life. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Two more exercises. We got our alternating overhead press, and we got our high knees. So last two, we're gonna finish strong. Good. Still got the thumbs up from Heather. I love it. I love it. So overhead presses. No challenges this round unless you want to do the reciprocating overhead press and keeping one up to the top. The shoulders are tired. Let's keep that spine in a good position. Keep the tailbone tucked underneath, the tail tucked under. Let's go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Nice proud chest. Let's knock it out here, team. Boom. Again, get that little soft bend in the knees just so we're not locking them out. Keep breathing. Keep focusing on your breath. Good. All right. So halfway through the round now. If you got to take that quick little break, shake the arms out, do as you need to, but then get right back to work. We're maximizing this workout by getting through the rounds. 8 seconds to go. Couple reps gets you to the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Last rest of the day. 35 seconds, and then we are going into the last round of high knees. So now, I told you we were going to have a little sprint at the end of this round, and I'm going to stay true to that. So last 10 seconds, we're going to go as fast as we can. So if you got to take a little bit off in the first 25 seconds to get yourself ready to go for the last 10, I am okay with that. So I'm telling you right now, you could take the intensity down for the first 25, but you're going to pay it back to me in those last 10. So here we go, 10 seconds, and we're going to take off with this one. Last exercise of the day, best exercise of the day. We'll foam roll you, and we'll kick you out of here to enjoy the rest of your day. 2, 1, let's do it. So nice easy pace here for the first 25, or if we're squatting, just keep on going. And if you are taking that squat option, what I want you to do is hold at the bottom for those last 10 seconds. So you got about 10 seconds of this nice easy pace, and then we're going as fast as you can. It's our finisher for the day. It's the hardest 10 seconds of your day. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, 10 seconds. Let's go fast. Come on. You're working hard. You're earning that recovery, earning the end of this workout today. 3, 2, 1, rest. There it is. Grab a foam roller, grab a drink of water, give yourself a quick little hand, and bring it down to the ground. We'll take about 2 minutes to foam roll it out. There is that. Now, we're going to start in a couple seconds here. I'll give you a second to just recuperate. What I want you to do to start is just take a seat right on the foam roller. So as we're breathing here, we're taking a little bit of time. Now we're going to start with the piriformis. So we got to take one foot, bring it on top of the other. And then if my right foot is on my left knee here, my right glute is going to be the one I'm rolling out, and just taking the whole glute now. So from the bottom of the cheeks up to the top. Got to get the whole glute. We'll go here for about 20 seconds each, and then we'll switch to the other side. Now, we're going to keep breathing while we foam roll. Start thinking about how you can recover to get yourself ready for the next Coach Care Connect virtual workout. Let's switch sides. Now, I always say there's 3 things that you can really impact in your recovery. First one is sleep. It's the hardest one for adults to get, I feel like. Everyone always needs a little bit more sleep, but it goes a long way. So if you can invest some time into yourself and sleep a little bit more or in better conditions, it goes a long, long way. Next one, we're gonna bring it down to the hamstrings. I like to do both hamstrings at once, and we gotta go from the back of the knee to the bottom of the glutes again. So get the whole hamstrings here. Now, I told you way number 1 to increase our recovery is sleep. Second one is what we eat. So that one's an important one as well. If you're someone like me, I do not have the best diet, and I work on it every day. It's tough, but we gotta eat to fuel our body and not for pleasure. And that's my struggle all the time. Let's go down to the calves next. So we're gonna move down the body from the back of the knees down to the Achilles. But what I want you to do on this one is roll the feet around a little bit as well. The calves aren't just right in the back. We gotta get the sides a little bit. So if you wanna go to the side, the other side works great on this one. So we got sleep, we got our nutrition, and then the last one is our hydration. We gotta drink water, lots of it, lots of ounces of water every day. Try to drink a gallon or 2. Take you a long way. Let's finish up with the back here. So what you're gonna do, right in the low back, give yourself a big old hug, and then slowly coming up the back, about 2 inches up, 1 inch down, just work your way all the way up the back. Then when you get to the top, you can quit that hug and we can work our way back down, but take a little bit of time and really get into the back. It might crack around a little bit, and again, as long as you're not feeling pain, that is perfectly fine. But again, my name is Coach Christian, and we had Coach Heather with us, working out with us today. Thank you all so much for coming out and knocking out the best 30 minutes of your day. Love it. Thank you guys again for coming in. We will see you next time in our next Coach Care Connect Daily Virtual Workout.